Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Saya Ainur Fatin Batrisha binti Nuriwandi daripada kelas 501. Jadi hari ini saya akan menerangkan tentang chapter 7, which is adaptation of plants in different habitats. So as you know, setiap tumbuhan dia hidup dekat habitat-habitat yang berbeza. Disebabkan they live in different habitats, that's why they have different adaptation. So the adaptation classified into 4 types. That is mesophytes, hydrophytes, halophyte, and xerophytes. So halophytes. Halophyte is a type of plants that live in swampy habitats at the river mouth, the meeting point of freshwater and seawater. Swampy habitat ni dia rich in salt content. Sebagai contoh, mangrove tree. Tumbuhan mesophyte hidup di dalam habitat yang tidak terlalu kering ataupun tidak terlalu lembap dan mempunyai adequate supply of water. Kebanyakan tumbuhan dalam dunia ini adalah mesophyte seperti mango tree, hibiscus plant, and rubber tree. Next, kita ada tumbuhan hydrophyte. Tumbuhan ni hidup di dalam habitat berair, sama ada di permukaan air ataupun di dalam air. Sebagai contoh, lotus and Elodea species. Finally, we have xerophyte plants. Tumbuhan xerophyte ni dia hidup di dalam kawasan yang panas dan kering dengan kandungan air yang sangat minimum dan tempat yang temperature dia tinggi seperti the desert. Contoh tumbuhan adalah cactus dan date palm. We are moving to adaptive features of this type of plants. So the leaves of halophytes have thick cuticle and sunken stomata to reduce the rate of transpiration. They also have succulent leaf that can store water. They have leaf with a special structure known as hydatoid that eliminate excess salts. Old leaf can store salt and fall off when the concentration of salt stored is too high. For the roots system that branch widely and exists in various shape and size. The root system of mangrove trees also produce hundreds of breeding roots that grow vertically upwards and above the surface of the soil, called pneumatophores. There are many pores on these roots, which are called lenticles, to enable the exchange of gases with the atmosphere. The cell sap of mangrove root has a higher salt content than seawater. Hence, the cell sap of the roots does not lose water by osmosis. Instead, the mangrove trees receive water and mineral salts from the seawater entering their roots. Hydrophytes refer to plants that can adapt to their wet habitats, whether by floating on the water surface or sinking in the water. Therefore, most of hydrophytes have fibrous roots that provide large surface area and trap air bubbles to enable the hydrophytes to be more stable and lighter. The adaptation of the roots enables them to float or stay upright in the water, as well as the buoyant force exerted by the surrounding water. As example, in Cornea species, Hydrilla species, and in Elodea species. For lotus plants, the leaves which are broad, thin, and flat help these plants absorb maximum sunlight for photosynthesis. Most of the stomata are distributed on the upper epidermis of the leaf. The upper epidermis of the leaf is also covered by a wax film. The stem of this plant consists of flat tissues with plenty of air spaces between the cells. These tissues are known as parenchyma tissues. Submerged plants such as Elodea species are plants that grow completely inside the water. These plants have leaves that are thin and small to increase the total surface area per volume and to increase the diffusion rate of water, mineral salts, and dissolved gases directly into the plants through the epidermis. The submerged plants do not have stomata and waxy cuticle on the leaves. Their stems, which are small and hollow, help these plants float upright in the water and help to reduce the water flow resistance. Finally, In contrast to hydrophytes, the xerophyte live in the desert, an area that receives very little rainfall. However, xerophyte can overcome this problem of extreme dryness. The roots of xerophytes grow widely and can penetrate deep into the soil to absorb water and mineral salts. The absorbed water is stored in the roots, stem, and leaf. Beside the stem of the cactus carries out photosynthesis. The cactus has small leaf and thick waxy cuticle on its stem and leaf. They are also leaf modified into thorns. This features reduces the total surface area exposed to the sun, thus reducing water loss. The dew will drop on the ground and is absorbed by the roots. Besides, the thorn can also prevent the plant from being eaten by animals. The stomata in the cactus are embedded to reduce water evaporation from the leaves. That's all from me for chapter 7. Thank you so much.